Yeah, welcome back to DXB Today. Big focus on your PBs today, your personal best. How do you raise the bar when it comes to your personal best? Well, hopefully our next guest is going to help us with that. Next guest is only 16 years old, rising star in the snowboarding fraternity with quite a few firsts to her name. She was, get this, the first Emirati athlete to represent the UAE at the Youth Winter Olympics earlier this year. And her goal is to be part of the UAE's first delegation to the Winter Olympic Games 2026, Milano Cortina. Please welcome Amenah AlMuhairi, aka Moon. All right? I don't know how formal we weren't going to go with this one, okay? I know snowboarding can be fairly relaxed, etc. Are we going to go with Amenah or Moon for the interview?
You can go with Moon.
Okay, we're going with Moon. We're going with Moon. Moon, obviously proud Emirati, born and bred, raised here in Dubai, raised here in the UAE.
Yep.
It's in the middle of one of the hottest regions in the world. There's not a huge amount of snow. How on earth did you get into snowboarding?
Well, we started off at our family trip. We went to Bosnia, and one of Mum's friends asked if I wanted to try snowboarding, and I've never heard of it before. I said, yeah, why not? And I loved it. I mean, since the day I strapped on, I never got off it.
Is that right? I mean,
Yeah.
literally, the moment you
Literally.
strapped on, that was it. You thought, this is me.
Yep.
Yeah?
Yeah, pretty much.
And that was from one experience. I mean, do you go to Ski Dubai? Have you done stuff there?
Yeah. Definitely.
Okay.
It's my primary place to train when I'm in the UAE, at least. When I cannot travel, I go to Ski Dubai as much as I can and train.
And I just wanted to ask as well, was it always a goal to reach the Olympics for you, or what is the bigger dream that you want to achieve as well?
The Olympics is definitely the biggest dream
Yeah.
out there, but definitely being one of the top athletes in the industry is a major goal. Like, that would also be amazing.
And I wanted to ask, what are some of the challenges that you faced learning snowboarding?
Coming from Dubai,
Yeah.
living like 6 hours away from the closest place to snowboard has definitely been the biggest challenge, but it's been amazing. And if we make it happen, then it's been amazing. Yeah.
That's true, yeah.
And then aside from actual, being on the snowboarding, is there sort of like alternative training that you can do as well for your fitness, and there must be certain core strength that you need?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I go to the gym 3 times a week. Try to go to 4, but 3 to 4 times a week. And I do a lot of other sports on the side, because you need to keep up your physical focus, but also your mental. So I also have a mindset coach that I practice with, and I have weekly sessions with, just to make sure I'm mentally prepared and ready to take on everything that's coming up.
It's pretty impressive, isn't it? A 16-year-old, like most 16-year-olds are not doing what you're doing, you know what I mean? So when you first started, was it something that you automatically took to and you were like, yeah, this is great? Or is it that mindset, that practice and practice and practice?
Both, I want to say. So it definitely started as a hobby in the beginning, because it was just a family trip. It was just something we did as fun. And then once I realized I'm good at this and I really enjoy it, why not try? And the continuous practice allowed me to figure out that this is what I want to do, and I want to take it to the high level. I want to be the first in the region to compete in such high competition. Just be first in everything for the sport in
That's
this
amazing.
region.
It's
Yeah.
really inspiring.
Yeah.
Dubai is a first place.
So I've got a couple of questions. Firstly, what event are you going to be mastering in? And also, have you had any injuries? I personally have had quite a few horrific injuries in my time playing lots of different sports. And I know snowboarding is going to be quite aggressive. So have you had any injuries, and how have you overcome them?
I've definitely had injuries. Snowboarding alone, I've had 3 to 4 broken bones just from snowboarding. My recent one, or the most recent one, was before my Youth Olympics in Korea that I attended. It was, I think, a month before. I was training and I broke my coccyx.
Wow.
Oh,
And
ouch.
I had to,
Ow.
yeah, so I had to keep the training up. I couldn't stop. So it was definitely a mental struggle to overcome that and to continue training and to kind of live through the pain, because
Yeah.
I still have issues with it, like still sitting down relatively hurts. So It's definitely a struggle to get back from injuries, and I've definitely had injuries, but it's worth it. I mean, I'd do it again.
What's the plan here? Because we mentioned there the Youth Olympics done. Asian Winter Games
that's
coming
coming
up.
up.
Is that's obviously on the radar for you at the moment?
Yeah, that's the main goal for the season,
Okay.
and that's going to be in February.
And then the wider plan is obviously the Winter Olympics proper, the
Yeah.
next one over in Italy. In terms of sort of qualification for that, again, how much travel is going to be on the cards in terms of qualifiers in order to get yourself into the right?
A lot, a lot of flying, a lot of training in general.
And is that on you, or is there a UAE Winter Olympic Committee?
We have a committee, but and they do help, but I also have a sponsor, Mubadala, and without them, I mean, I could not be able to train or travel as much as I currently am. But yeah, during the season at least, so from October till March is the season, I'll be flying every month.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Like, it's almost like I'm here equally as much as I'm gone. It's like if I'm gone for 3 weeks, I'm here for 2 weeks. If I'm gone for a month, I'm here for a month, just to balance out.
Now, can I ask a boring one?
Boring
Or
one.
can I ask a boring question?
Go on.
What about study?
Yeah, I do that.
I wanted to ask you, how do you time manage between training, traveling, being in school, doing all these things? How is it happening?
So I'm thankful that my school has this program called the Rahal program, and
Okay.
it allows me to basically focus on the core main stuff,
Yeah.
and everything that's good to know, in quotation, I don't take. So I'm back for my tests. I
Okay.
do stuff that I need to study for my test, and that's it.
That's amazing. That's
Yeah.
really good. Well, Moon, thank you so much for joining us on today's show. It was great having you with us.
Thanks for having me.
Good luck, yeah?
Thank you.